So Disney murders someone and nobody goes to jail. That's the way it's always been. And it don't make sense. I mean, how is it that they poisoned a lady at Disney, giving her something she didn't ask for, she's dead, and no one went to jail? Why didn't someone go to jail? They talk about money and getting sued and all that, but no one gets arrested. Nobody goes to jail. If you killed someone, you would definitely go to jail. Of course you would go to jail. They would put you in jail just for bumping up against somebody. You don't even have to kill them. You just brush up against them or say something to them that they could perceive as being threatening, and they'll put you in jail. If you're a car manufacturer and you want to save a nickel on your car and it causes 1,000 people to die, nobody goes to jail. They just get sued for money, as if that money is somehow going to fix the situation and bring your loved ones back. Now, if you're an airline and the pilot messes up or there's a mechanical malfunction and 300 people die, oh, that's a really sad story. A lot of people died. Let's give them some money. But nobody goes to jail. I mean, now, just think about it. It's not like these are happy little accidents or someone just made a mistake and someone died. We're talking about, in the case of like automobile manufacturers, blatant disregard for human welfare and safety. They just gotta save that nickel, and they don't even try to hide it. They don't apologize for it. They don't say, oh, we're terribly sorry that someone died. They used to a long time ago. Back in the 50s, they made out like, we really care about you, and we're so sorry when they'd mess things up. Nowadays, nope. It's just like, well, they died. Oh, well, we're going to try to get out of paying you $50,000 because we tricked you into signing a contract that said that you could never sue us. I mean, talk about creepy. It's more than creepy. I mean, it's just downright evil. How do they even let evil people like this conduct business after they do something like that? I mean, there should be a law that says if you have a business and you kill someone, you no longer have that business. Maybe they should say, hey, we're going to take your business away and give it to the family of the people that you killed because of your moronic negligence. And the funny thing is that people still put up with it. They go out and they buy their products, they buy their cars, they go to their theme parks, whatever the case may be, whatever these companies are that have killed people, people are morons. They still use their stuff, except for a select few that are actually intelligent. But the rest of everybody's like, yeah, well, I'll buy this car because it looks cool. I might get laid. I might pick up chicks. Who cares if they killed 2,000 people because they wanted to change the spark plug type to a brand that didn't work for that particular model, whatever. Okay? It don't matter. I just don't see how people can put up with it. I mean, if it was a person and that person killed one person, they would be ostracized in the news. Everybody would be like, oh, they're such a bad person because they murdered that guy. His neighbor irritated him, and he shot and killed him. He needs to go to jail. Let's go ahead and prosecute him and electrocute him, fry him, the death penalty and all that. But if you're an airline or car manufacturer and you kill a bunch of people, more than one, well, that's okay. You're rich. Just pay them a bunch of money. And in some cases, they don't even pay any money at all. They don't pay anything. They don't pay anything. Yeah, why is it that when airplanes crash, they say, oh, it's a tragedy in the air? And then they have weeks-long stories on the talking head channels where they say how tragic it was. And then they'll discover it was human negligence, but then no one gets arrested. Then they'll discover it was human negligence and no one still gets arrested. they just get sued, and then the person's family, they don't have much money, but then they got the lawyers, and the lawyers say, well, it's a big company, so I can sue them, and likelihood is they'll give us a bunch of money just to go away. And that's what they do. It comes down to their lawyer versus your lawyer, and who's going to spend the most money to make it all go away. But in the meantime, they don't care about no one. They don't care about anyone's feelings, or who was killed, or if this kid's going to have a mother or a father, or anything else. All they care about is the bottom line. I bet that stupid kid at Disney that killed that lady doesn't even think about it. He's probably sitting in his mama's basement right now, playing some kind of video game or strobing through the YouTube for transparent try-on hauls and beating off. Once again, it's not about them caring about you and another person beating the hell out of each other, and they're doing it out of the kindness of their heart to save you and another person from harming each other. That's got nothing to do with it. It's all about making money. The cop wants to get a bonus, and how does he get a bonus? By arresting more people, and the city officials will give them those bonuses because they want more people arrested. Because the more people they get arrested, the better they look for doing their job and getting, quote, crime off the streets. Then they get more votes. They get elected. That's how it works. It's a vicious cycle. I mean, how is it that you can get in a fight with somebody and they'll arrest both of you for fighting like they're your parents or something, and they're going to punish you? You know, back in the old West, you could fight all you wanted as long as you didn't force someone to fight. They had no problem with that. Two men could go out and say, hey, I want to fight you. And if the other guy said yeah, then they could fight. Nothing wrong with it at all. Hell, they would sometimes even let you have a duel where you would shoot at each other, although that's mostly Hollywood bullshit. But that's what they did. You could have a fight. They didn't arrest everyone, and now they'd arrest you if you went and beat the hell out of somebody that didn't want to fight. I mean, do you really think that any damn politician cares about you and your well-being? Nobody believes anything that they say because they're all full of shit. If you watch them how they talk, they all have that same, here's my truly honest, I'm so concerned look. You know, that politician feel and persona, and all of them do it. The only one I haven't seen do it is Trump. He just like says whatever comes into his head. I mean, it's there. That's why you can trust everything he says to be true, because it comes in his head and out his mouth before he can even think. But politicians, they want power and they want money. And the way to get power and money, ultimately, is by conning the people that they are supposed to represent. But they don't have your interest in heart. What they've got in heart and mind is making money. They want to get rich. They want to go out and be able to fly on jets and get prostitutes in Vegas and spend money on boats and all the other fine things that tax dollars can buy. And the way to do that is to pander to your wants and your desires. They don't care about selling drugs on the streets and cleaning up crime. They only care about what's going to keep them elected and in power. Okay? That's all they care about. It's who can pander better to their base. They're going to win. The bottom line is, they don't give a shit one way or another. They will kill people and never get arrested because they've got the money and power.